with Julien Regnier and Hans Smith from Armada, who just accepted the Reader Poll Award for JP Auclair. And just hoping that you guys can share a little insight for powder readers about JP, since you guys knew him so well. Julien, you want to talk about JP's approach to style and his approach to the mountains and sort of his influence in that realm?
Well, I think for JP and a lot of people from our generation, that we needed to concentrate, to focus on style, because that was the beginning of freestyle, and we were trying to reinvent the approach with the grabs and with the slow rotation at that time, and JP was really good at it. Like his mind and his I don't know, like just his ability to bring up style was really good, and it's why I think he ended up to be a good skier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a right timing for him to be a skier and a freestyle skier at that moment. And I think he had such a passion for skiing as well that he, as a Quebecer guy, went from mogul skiing to freestyle skiing park and developing all that side of the sports, and straight into the big mountain, and he did some I don't know, like the Mallory, the Euxter, the many couloirs in Chamonix, like that are known as extreme skiing couloir, and I think that's a beautiful career for a skier that come from Quebec City.
Yeah, he kind of reinvented himself throughout his career.
Yeah, because the passion for skiing was so strong that you grow old and you can't jump as much as you when you're 20. So but you still want to ski, you still want to be in the mountain, and I think that was JP's approach to skiing. He was like, I'll do the best as I can do, and of course. There's no way he could have done triples at his age, and that's as a freestyle skier, you try to twist your career towards what you can do with your age, and but I think it's amazing to be so passionate about skiing.
Yeah, Hans, I wanted to talk to you about the tribute that you wrote for the feature we're doing on JP in an upcoming issue. You wrote about what he was like as a human and how kind and generous he was. I was hoping you could expand on that a little.
Yeah, I think, reflecting on, obviously the situation and having to write something, and the things that kept coming back to me weren't so much the skiing side, which were obviously grand in their own right, but it was more who he was as a human being. And as far as the impact that he had on me was more about, his compassion for people and his engagement with people. And, he was one of the only people I knew that really took time to really engage with people and get to know them really well, and was so genuine about it. As I wrote about it, was we were in Engelberg, Switzerland in end of November last year. And I met him out there, and we're just going to ski to do laps to just burn our legs and start to get fit for the season. And it was really good snow, like the best powder I've had in skiing in Europe in 30 years. And I was keen to get off the lift, and at some point someone always had recognized him. And I'm trying to get off the lift to go and get my run in, and he's like stops and makes sure that when someone said hi to him and started asking him questions, he spent enough time to really get to know them and engage with them. And I didn't know any other human being that was that genuine in their approach with people. And that is one of the things that, for an influence to me, something that really stood out and something that made me a better person by taking the relationships that I have, or getting to know even a stranger a little bit better than I would have otherwise had I not been exposed to the way JP approached people.
Yeah, something Ingrid, his partner, said that stuck with me is that when he traveled a lot, but when he was there, he was 200% there. He's just very present.
Yeah, and I think it was hard. JP was his time was pulled in a lot of different directions. And but when you did have time with him, he was so engaged. And for us, a lot of the time, it was more for testing skis or product development or coming into the office. And at those times, he wasn't distracted by other things. He really gave every effort and the amount of time that was required of him, and he would put aside his distractions to wholeheartedly dive into the things that he was supposed to be concentrating on. And that, I thought, was always really unique and something that stood out, that was incredibly influential to me from an incredible human being.